Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I wanted to talk just a little bit about what I think is probably the best action figure you can get right now. And I'm not kidding about that, but there is one little caveat to that, and that, of course, is if you are a kit basher. All right, if you're not a kit basher, don't worry about this video, but if you are, if you like to have a little bit of fun with your collection, then hands down, I think the best action figure you can pick up right now is the G.I. Joe Origins Snake Eyes version of, well, Snake Eyes. This is a fantastic figure just in and of itself. First of all, that was not a good movie, but the figure itself of Snake Eyes is a solid figure. Now, there's not a lot of detail on this figure, but the sculpt is there, the articulation is there. Throw on a little paint, and you can have something like what I've got right here. Now, I might have overdone this one here just a little bit. I kind of went crazy with the metallic silver, but I wanted to kind of pimp out my Snake Eyes here just a little bit to have him fit into my G.I. Joe Classifieds collection, and I think it looks really good for my shelf. Hey, personal preference, to each their own. You may not like this look for Snake Eyes. That is fine. I love it, I dig it, and I'm very happy with the end results. And as you can see from just the silver paint that I've added, there's a lot of really cool detail here on this figure that really can pop with just a little bit of paint. And so it's a fantastic figure, well sculpted, and looks good on a G.I. Joe Classifieds shelf. But it's not just about G.I. Joe. It's not just about Snake Eyes. The body of this figure is really, really well done, and with just something like a simple head swap, you can do some amazing things here. Like what I did here. I had this spare head from my, Spider-Man Noir that came out here last year, whenever it was. I don't even remember anymore. And I thought it was just such a cool head, but wasn't one I was going to use on the figure, because with the trench coat and everything else, I wanted him to have his hat. So he's got this spare head here, and I thought it would make a really cool kind of stealth Spider-Man head sculpt. And, well, what do I have that I can kind of build my own little stealth Spider-Man out of? Well, you've got this figure right here, this G.I. Joe Classifieds Origins Snake Eyes, whatever you want to call it. You've got that figure, and it is a great sculpt. Now, of course, you could do a lot more painted detail on this one. All I did on this one was swap out the head and swap out the hands with some black suit Spider-Man hands. Of course, you could do all kinds of things, paint a spider logo on it, do whatever you wanted to this, but just the idea that you can make a really cool little stealth Spider-Man suit out of this figure, I think works really well. And one of my favorite X-Men of all time has been, since I was a little kid, Havoc. And I wanted a really cool kind of armored Havoc look, and that's exactly what I got here. Now, once again, you could do some painted detail on this, which I probably will, putting the symbol on his chest, but I wanted to show you guys what it looks without having done anything other than swap out the head and swap out the hands, and you get a really cool Havoc action figure here, which I think, honestly, with the kind of armored look, in some ways looks better than some of the stuff we've gotten in the past. Not all. There's some great Havoc figures out there, and I do have them all, but this is a pretty cool look for him. Look, the point of this is to have fun with your collection, right? And this is a way you can do it really, really easily and cheaply right now. I mean, these G.I. Joe Origins Snake Eyes figures are cheap. Why? Because nobody liked the movie and nobody wanted these figures, which, again, at least when it comes to the Snake Eyes figure, I think is a shame, because it actually is a really good figure. No paint detail on the thing, but with either a little paint to make him into a much better version of Snake Eyes, or by using the base body to do some cool kit bashes yourself, I hands down think this is the best action figure for a kit basher that you can pick up right now. It is cheap. It is well sculpted. It is well detailed. What more could you ask for? It works great for a lot of different characters, and there really isn't much more to say about it other than that. This is a great figure if you want to have some more fun with your collection, and I highly recommend you go pick up one or two or three or whatever, because you can do a lot with this figure. So that is it, guys. Would love to hear what you think in the comments section down below. Thank you guys for watching, and always remember to enjoy your collection.